Hello, this is Chris with Excellent Home Inspections. I am looking at some different tools that we use to test receptacles, electrical receptacles. See right there, some electrical receptacles. And so I just wanted to talk to you a little bit about them. It goes from least expensive to most expensive. Everybody who starts out in the home inspection industry usually starts off with the 3-light tester. And there's basically three things that we're looking for. One, that we have power. Two, are they wired correctly? So a lot of times we end up with either open grounds, reverse polarity, no power, or the GFCI doesn't function. This button right here is for testing the GFCI. Okay. So let's see what that looks like. Let's see what that looks like. Okay. So right there, we've got two amber lights. That means it's functioning and wired correctly. Okay. If I hit this button right here, it will trip the GFCI, and the other room GFCI is there so that if something comes in contact with water, you won't get shocked. Okay. So this is the first one, very basic. If you have a red light and that middle amber light is on, that means that you have reverse polarity. If this one is off, I think it's this one, is that right? You have an open ground, right? You have an open ground. Trying to focus it. So hot, neutral, reverse, yeah. No, the middle one would be out. At any rate, very easy, very inexpensive. Maybe $10 or so for this. This one I just recently bought from Lowe's, and it has two functions to it. Trying to get it to focus. There we go. This one has two features to it. It's a 3-light tester, and it looks like this. If it's correct, then this amber light will be on. This green light will be on. Hot, neutral, and open ground. And if there's no lights on, that means you got no power. So we plug this in like this. You can see that it says correct. So we're good. So this one is wired correctly. It also has the GFCI test right here. You hit this, it would trip the GFCI. Okay. But it also, turn it around at this end right here, if you hit this, hold this button down and get close to something that you think should be live or maybe live, it would actually tell you. So they have voltage sticks. That's what a lot of people call these, voltage sticks. And you can buy those separately, but this is an all-in-one, which is kind of interesting and kind of unique. Okay. And then this one's also a 3-light tester, but it will also tell you the voltage of the socket. Okay. So again, we got 3 lights. When you've got 2 lights like that, it means that it's properly wired. Anything different than that means that it's not wired correctly. But you can also see here, it's telling us we got 117 volts at this particular receptacle. That's pretty cool. Okay. Again, we got the GFCI test right here. Okay. And this one, I can't remember what I paid for it. It probably 20 or 30 bucks. I can't remember. I don't really use it. I thought it was kind of an interesting piece of equipment because it gives you the voltage. When you're a home inspector, you almost become a tool junkie. So I just thought it was really interesting, so I bought one. And then this last one is like a $200 tool. Okay, it has a lot of features to it. Essentially, I bought it for the purpose of finding false grounds or bootleg grounds. Okay, false or bootleg grounds can actually cause objectionable current. Objectionable current is kind of dangerous. They do that because the house didn't originally have 3 wires, so it would just have hot and neutral, and it didn't have a ground. And so, but they wanted to put in a ground, and then they wanted to fool the inspector, so what they would do is just run a jumper from the neutral to the ground post, and that's that's kind of dangerous. You can get shocked out of that. That doesn't make any sense. So on this one, you get the 3 lights, hot, ground, and neutral are all functioning. If this receptacle was wired bootleg ground, then what would happen is the ground would be an F with a circle around it, and it would flash, telling me that it is a false ground. Now, this is a good piece of equipment. I like it. I've used it a lot, especially in older homes. But if you wanted to, if you don't have the money to buy this $200 tester, you can use this, but you have to know what you're trying to accomplish. So what you would do, let's go to a different receptacle. What you would do is you would go to a receptacle that's not a GFI receptacle. And what you would do, this is wired correctly, 2 amber lights on the right, the red light's not on. You would hit this GFCI button. When you hit this GFCI button, this red light comes on. That's an indication that you may have a bootleg ground, okay? So what I would do in that situation is I would remove this cover plate right here and look at the post to see if I can see a bootleg ground. Hey, listen, I hope this helped you out. Leave a comment, give me a like. Have a wonderful day.